So do you just want the intimacy without the forgiveness? Do you want the desires without communication? Do you want affection without endurance? Which do you prefer? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mabel, and here on my channel I film about family, relationships, beauty, and lifestyle. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for always tuning in. If you're new here and you just see me for the first time, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, okay? Because here on my channel, we learn, we share, and we have fun, okay? Yes, we do. In today's video, I will be talking about intentional love, okay? Emotional or intentional love. Which do you need to sustain your marriage, okay? Before I go further, I'll tell you that this video was inspired by a thing I saw on Instagram, okay? If you know, I spend most of my time following and just reading anything or listening to people who talk about godly relationships or who teach about godly relationships. I like to read books on godly relationships, things that help to make marriage work, a relationship work. I mean, relationship with your husband, relationship with your siblings, relationship with your friends, anything relationship, okay? So I saw this post on Pastor Mildred Okonkwo's Instagram post. I think it was one of those status things. And the post, I'm going to read what I saw. I'm going to leave it on the screen as well so you can read it while I read it. It says, "You must go from emotional love to intentional love. Butterflies have very short lifespan." And it got me thinking, okay, because Pastor Mildred, by the way, she's the wife, she's Pastor K's wife. I now talk about Pastor K like twice on my channel. He's like a relationship pastor. He's a pastor and his relationship coach, Nigerian based, Pastor Kingsley. I like the way he teaches, and I like the relationship, the kind of relationship he has with his wife based off of what we see, you know. So I also follow his wife and I listen to her teachings and I kind of key into some of the things she does. So I saw this thing on her post. I'll read it again, okay? It says, "You must go from emotional love to intentional love. Butterflies have very short lifespan." So I think that means, you know, I think from that one, you can tell that emotional love is the stage or love stage in your relationship where you still feel butterflies, okay? And so when they say butterflies have very short lifespan, it means the emotional love is going to be there for a short time. It's not long or is not strong enough to sustain your long-term relationship, okay? Now, hold on. That doesn't mean that you don't find emotional love in marriages, okay? No, that doesn't mean. But what it's saying is that, or what I believe I understood from that, is that emotional love is not enough to keep a marriage or a long-term relationship. And I'm saying marriage here because I think marriage should be, or is one of the longest relationships. And marriage is the relationship basically that you talk about when you talk about emotional love. Because when I talk about emotional love, I'm thinking that is a relationship between two people that desire and participate in affection or physical intimacy, okay? So that's what I'm thinking when I'm thinking emotional love, okay? Yes. But I mean, when you talk about emotional love, as opposed to just having emotions towards somebody, I mean, when you're in a relationship with somebody where you guys participate or desire and expect to have intimacy, okay? So when I read this thing, okay, I just thought I'd come and do this very short video. I hope it's going to be very, very short. You know, I just thought that truthfully, there's truth in that post, okay? Because if you have to have a successful relationship, a successful marriage relationship, you need more than just emotional love to see you through. Now, let's talk about intentional love. I mean, intentional love is that kind of love that you have towards somebody that you are in love with them, not just with your heart, but with your mind. I mean, you are fully in that love. You are present in loving the person, okay? Intentional love is purposeful, okay? When you have decided, you have made up your mind, you have planned, you've said, despite whatever situation is, I will love you. Okay, so that is intentional love for me. That's how I understand what intentional love means generally and in this context. Okay, so an example would just be like, let's just come to very simple things. Okay, if you're driving, okay, and you tell yourself that I will pay attention to my road despite the fact that my phone rings or whatever situation is, I'm going to pay attention. I know what happens when you do that. You arrive at your destination safely, okay? So for me, I 100% agree with that post, or with whatever was said in that post, because yes, emotional love doesn't necessarily die in a marriage relationship. No, it's there. It's going to be always there, because you need to feel, you know, every now and then you have to make sure that that thing that made you fall in love with this person, you need to, sometimes it's always there, okay? But there are some situations that will kill these butterflies and are going to make them fly out of you, okay? But when you decide to intentionally love somebody, it's saying that regardless, no matter what, I have decided, I have proposed in my heart that I'm going to love you, come rain, come shine. So I mean, you're going to love the person despite their shortcomings. You're going to love the person despite their mistakes. You're going to love the person even when this person acts like they don't want the love. You're going to love this person regardless what they do, what they say, what people say, what people, you know. I mean, you have made up your mind to love. So for me personally, I agree that yes, you need emotional love in your relationship, in your marriage. But if you have emotional love and you do not have intentional love, then it might not work, okay? It might not work, because marriage, relationship, everything is a lot of work. And there are challenges when you have, even just for a relationship with your own sibling, it's hard enough, okay? They do things that upset you. They say things that, even when they don't mean it, okay? And sometimes you just want to just squeeze them, okay? But because you love them, because I've told myself, this is my dad, this is my mom, it doesn't matter what the situation is, they will remain my parents, they will remain my siblings, I will love them, okay? So that is how it is in marriage and more. Because challenges will come in your marriage. Your partner will say something that they do not even intend to say, or you're going to understand them, understand what they say, even when that's not what they meant to say, okay? A lot of things will happen, but when you tell yourself that you will love this person regardless, that is intentional love. And I feel like that is the kind of love that sustains a marriage, okay? Emotional love is necessary. You need to be emotional. You need to have that feeling. You know, you have to be affectionate. You have to want to desire. You want to have the desire for your partner, for your husband or your wife. But at the same time, you need to decide in your heart that regardless what anybody does, what this person says, how they do, you are going to love them. So yes, let me know in the comment section what you think when it comes to, especially those that are already married, or even if you're in a relationship and all. Tell me what you think, okay? Do you think that emotional love is enough to sustain a marriage? Or do you think intentional love is all you need to sustain a marriage? But then, if you think about it, if I tell myself that I'm going to love this person regardless, that I mean I purposefully and I intend to love them regardless, I would also be able to love them passionately because I know that this is what I want. So to a great extent, you can say emotional love can be an aspect of intentional love, but intentional love is not a sub when it comes to emotional love. So yes, I'm just here to do this video and say that in a marriage relationship, yes, you need both emotional love and intentional love. If you're married to somebody who is only, or if you're dating somebody who is only feeling the desire for you, but yet haven't proposed in their heart to love you regardless, then I don't think that love is sufficient enough to see you through in the long run, okay? Yes. So at the end of the day, intentional love is a component of a successful relationship or a successful marriage relationship, okay? That post is 100% accurate, okay? You do not just need emotional love to sustain your marriage. You need emotional and intentional love. I mean, underline the intentional to sustain and to have a successful marriage, okay? Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yes, please subscribe to my channel, because here we talk about marriage, relationships, beauty, and lifestyle, okay? So subscribe to my channel, please. Like my videos, share, leave a comment. Leave a comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. I'll see you where? In my next video. Bye. So I went on Google and tried to understand the difference between intentional and emotional love, and everything I saw online about emotional love was geared towards intimacy and desire and feeling and affection. When you talk about intentional love, you will hear forgiveness, you will hear endurance, you will hear self-control, you will hear forgiveness, okay? But when you talk about emotional love, all that comes in mind is intimacy, desire, affection, okay? So do you just want the desire? Do you just want the intimacy? Do you just want the affection without the forgiveness, without endurance, without communication?